Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say welcome to our Sunday night Team Dynamo call. I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. I know there's lots of new people on the call, so I just kind of want to introduce myself. I'm Ashley. I've been here for about 3 years. If you're jumping on, if you could just mute yourself, that would be good, so I don't have to go through and do it while I'm talking. Thank you. And I am a Star Diamond coach, and tonight I had a plan, and then something came up, and so now I'm going to switch things around a little bit, and I have kind of a surprise for you. I have somebody here with me tonight who is going to help me lead the team problem. This is Samantha.
Hey guys. I'm Samantha. Ashley is my sponsor coach. I'm a Diamond coach. I've been a coach for about a year if you are a new coach and you are not familiar. And we've been family friends for the last several years. So I am in town for the week and Ashley asked me to talk on the call. And I'm really excited to share our success tips with you guys.
Yes, we each are going to share 5 of our top success tips that we've had. And I'm going to try to get to some of those questions that you guys answer, but if we don't have enough time, I'll do another video and answer those for you guys. So Sam is going to go first with hers, and then I'll go.
All right, yes. So like Ashley said, I'm going to give you guys my 5 success tips. These are what I feel like are the most important things that I've done over the last year that have brought me the most success, and these are the crucial things that I feel like it took me a while to learn and to actually implement. And I really hope that you guys take these things and use them, take what works for you, figure out what works for you, and implement them. So if you don't have a pen and paper out, you'll definitely want notes for this call. All right, so my first success tip for you guys is to use systems. For so long, I felt so disorganized, and I mean, there's definitely times where I still feel disorganized, but then I realized that there are systems that Beachbody has in place for us. There's no need to reinvent the wheel with this business. So start utilizing those systems that are in place on the Coach Online office. If you are starting a Coach Basics group, if you're running a challenge group, there's templates on there to use. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. If you already ran a challenge group and that challenge group was really successful, go back through that challenge group, copy and paste all of it onto a hang on just a second.
If you could just mute yourself if you're jumping on, that'd be great. Thanks.
So like I just said, if you had a challenge group that went really well, copy and paste all of those posts that you made on, even if it's videos, whatever you made for that challenge group, copy and paste those, put those into a Word document or a Google Docs document so that you can reuse those posts. You're not having to come up with new content for every single challenge group, because I know that can be really taxing and really challenging to do that every single day. Create a system for your challenge groups. I mean, I'm sure some of my challengers get probably a little bit tired of being in my groups because I pretty much use the exact same template every single time. It makes it easier for me. I know it works, and I know that people, when they're brand new and it's their first challenge group, they really enjoy it. So create systems. Create a system for a very focused power hour. I know a lot of computers have that little application, like a sticky application, and you can put so that you've got your power, you can put all of your tasks right up there on your screen, so you've got it every single day, so you can just check that off. Create a system out of your power hour and make sure you stay focused. And then lastly, talking about systems, use the business activity tracker. If you are not using that thing, you've got to start using it. You've got to start getting into the habit of doing those things every single day. But again, there's no secret to it. That system is already created for you. They already tell you exactly what you should be doing every single day. So once you start using that business activity tracker, you're going to start getting into And then number 2, provide more value. This is, I feel like, one of the most important ones, because you can create a like page and you can just start posting all this stuff. But if you're not posting stuff that people aren't going to want to go back to your page and look at, they might have liked your page, but they might not ever visit your page again after that. So you want to make sure before you post something, just think to yourself, Am I providing value? Am I giving them some kind of valuable information that they're going to look at and be like, dang, that's really helpful. I'm going to use that tip or that trick. And they're going to want to come back to your page to check it out, because what's the point in having a like page or, using your personal page if you're just posting just to post? Don't post just to post. Provide value. If there's those little things that seem like such common sense to you, but maybe not everybody knows it, and maybe you've posted about it before, you can post about it again or create a new post about it. It's just those small little things that you might know that might seem like such common sense to you that aren't to other people. I know, like for me, before I became a coach, I spent a lot of time on Pinterest. And so I was constantly like finding recipes, people love my post about how I use lemon on my armpits. And I posted about it about like 3 months ago, and then I posted about it again this week, and people love it. So just share and provide value to them. You don't have to be a fitness expert to be able to share a really helpful recipe that has helped you to save time. You don't have to be a fitness expert to share your favorite, exercise from Sandy Max 30 or whatever it is. It's just providing that value for them so that they're going to want to come back to your page. Number 3, give more for free. If you haven't already read the book Go Giver, I highly suggest it. I got it on Audible, I believe, and it's like maybe 2.5 hours. I think it might have been less than that. It's a great book. Go get that book. Some things that you can do to provide more value for free is to provide freemiums for people. You can use like MailChimp. I've been using that a lot to help me to build email lists. And so I could post that I'm offering up a free meal plan and give them the link so that they sign up, so that they're on my mailing list. And when they sign up, I'll send them that free meal plan, whatever it is. I use that free meal plan a lot when I've been talking to somebody and they truly can't afford a challenge pack, but they want to in the future. I just tell them to start saving up your money for now, and I'm going to give you some things for free. So I always send them the 5-day free clean eating meal plan that I use for my groups. I'm sure there's some in the files section of the team page, and if there's not, I'll make sure that I provide mine. I will give them the link so that they can sign up for a free account, because there's recipes on there, there's exercise ideas, there's tips on all different things fitness and health related on that free account. So that's another thing I can give them for free. And then one last thing that you can provide for them if they truly, they can't afford the challenge pack yet, is offer them the 30-day free trial of Beachbody On Demand. Tell them it's 30 days. You're going to have access to over $3,000 worth of workout videos. You're going to be able to do some preview workouts with a 21-day fix or size or whatever it is. And it's a great way that if they decide to stay on Beachbody On Demand, after that 30 days is up, it's a $15 commission to you. So, and then you're also providing them with a huge library of exercises and workouts for them. Number 4, fake it till you make it. You guys have probably seen or heard me say this before if you've been around for a while, but I feel like that's just the way that you build this business, is you fake it till you make it. And how do you do that is by sharing every single little accomplishment. It doesn't matter how small or how big it is. It could be that you had a challenger who lost, 5 inches in the first half of your challenge group with their permission. I always say, make sure you ask permission for your challengers to share their results. It could be that you got a $40 paycheck and you put gas in your car from it. Whatever it is, share all of those little tiny accomplishments.
Or you got to buy some shoes, or
yeah, exactly.
Or,
the fun stuff. And that's another, like, how I have created my challenge groups is I make sure that they tag me as their coach in posts, so that it helps to get more eyes on me and helps to build trust in other people and me as their coach. So it just gets your name out there, and you want to share all of those little sprouts. I don't know if you listened to the National Wake Up Call a couple weeks ago, but Summer Tucker talked about this, and she talked about sprouts. If you haven't listened to that call, it was amazing. Summer Tucker is probably one of my new favorites. She is awesome. And then, oh, that was it. Making sure that you're providing shout outs for your challengers for whatever their accomplishments are with their permission. Oh, and then I was going to say, if there's a coach on our team that does something amazing or gets recognized for something, you can share it on your page. It doesn't have to be somebody that was actually like one of your personally sponsored coaches. If you say like, so-and-so on my team just hit, 3-star diamond, shout out to her or to him, like, that's okay. They're not going to know the difference between if that's your personally sponsored coach or if it's somebody on your team, and you're not telling a lie because it's somebody on your team.
And it's going to show that we're like a family.
Yeah, exactly. And then the very last one for me, number 5, is be a continuous student. I can't tell you how important this was for me when I started really digging into the successes that are the videos and from the successful coaches out there. There's no secrets in this business. I love that they share all of what works for them so that you don't have to recreate the wheel. You just have to be able to implement it. So don't ever get to this point where you feel like, oh, well, I already know everything. I don't need to learn anymore. There's always something new to learn. So start using that success tab in the Coach Online office for your personal development. To me, I count when I listen to like one of Anita Myron's videos or whoever's video, I count that as part of my personal development because it is helping me to develop my skills as a coach. Again, YouTube is a fantastic resource for this. And then making sure that you learn the compensation plan, learn about rank advancement, make sure that you know those things so that when you start building your team, you can better help your coaches understand. And also when you start understanding how it all works more, you start seeing the potential. And when you start seeing that potential and you really start putting the pieces together and then you start seeing things happening in your business, the belief in yourself starts to build. And when that belief in yourself starts to build, that incredible momentum starts happening, the big mo starts happening, and amazing things comes from it. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Ashley.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to give you guys my top 5 success tips. And when I was writing them out, I was having kind of like a battle with which one I wanted to put first because I'm like, well, maybe I'll just list them, or should I have a number 1? But I did come back to one, and if you have been following me this past couple weeks or seen anything I've been posting, the word is consistency. That is the make or break of this entire business. You have to stay consistent. The only difference between you and somebody else that's more successful is time and consistency. So you want to make sure that everything that you're doing is consistent and make sure they're the right things, because you could do the wrong things consistently and that's not going to get you anywhere. Make sure you're being consistent with your personal development. Make sure you are getting a good mix of doing training videos that you might find on YouTube like we do, or and reading, listening to books. But, you don't want to just go all in with training and not do any personal development. Find something that you need to work on for yourself and do that, because that's going to give you more things to share also. Drinking your Shakeology every day. If you are on Home Direct and you are saying that you have too much Shakeology and you're going to cancel it, then you're not consistently drinking your Shakeology. You need to be doing that as a coach, because that is part of our business and that is what we have to share. Doing your workouts. Follow a calendar. If you haven't done a workout in a long time, to follow like the complete calendar, do it. Because I know for myself, that's something that I did last year. I hadn't followed a calendar in, I don't know, like 4 years, or not 4 years. Since I became a coach, and I did Max 30, and it did amazing things for my business because I was consistently sharing and showing that I could follow that calendar. I've been posting about a workout scheduler that you can find too. If you don't want to follow that, you could create your own calendar and share that. That's what I've been doing. Just be consistent with inviting, sharing, learning, like Sam talked about. Make sure that when you're learning, you're implementing, because for a long time, I learned, and I did not implement what I was learning, and that held me back. So you want to keep doing that. Create a no matter what list each day. So you know, I could talk all day about writing your goals and how I write my goals and everything, but that's another call, and I actually have one saved if you guys want to look at that. But I will write out my goals. I will break it down all the way to a month, like monthly goals and then daily goals. So I have no matter what goals every day. Mine right now are 15 invites, new invites, 15 follow-ups, 3 new conversations. That's just like random conversations I'm having with people that I have added to my Facebook or haven't talked to in a while. And then 2 business invites a day and 3 friend requests, which that's actually been a lot more for me lately. But those are I will not go to bed until this is done. So if I go over that, then that's all right. But I broke that down from my goals. So you need to break yours down for yours, have it, and also track what you do. If you feel like you're being consistent and you're like, nothing's happening from you, like what's going on? You need to track what you're doing for an entire week and see what you're actually doing. Because every time I do that, I find that I'm not doing something. I'm doing more of one thing and less of another. So you need to balance it all out. The next thing is mindset. You need to change your mindset immediately. This is the one that I had a problem with I wanted to put this number 1, but it didn't end up number 1. So you need to have a never give up mindset. Do not come into this business and say, I'm going to give it 3 months and then we'll see what happens. You need to give it longer. Give it time because that's what it's going to take, time and consistency. Open your mind to new ways of thinking, learning from different coaches, seeing what they're doing. Maybe you're not going to take what they're doing completely, but maybe you're going to tweak it a little bit. And I know for me, it was hard, actually, when Sam came in and she was like, well, we should do this, 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 and this. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then I let her, I learned from her. And I learned what she was learning, and she was teaching me, and it helped us both. So I really need to drink water. Okay. Set your mind for the positive and stop thinking about the negative. I know you guys hear this all the time, but just constantly talk to yourself. I know that's crazy, but tell yourself, stop yourself from the thinking and turn it around. And, if you are having so much negativity in your life, just try to get as much out as you can. If you have to unfollow people, if you have to unfriend people, do it, because you want to create the positivity around you, and you also want to share that. You want to be that light. It doesn't happen overnight, so you have to work for it, and you have to change that mindset that this is not going to happen tomorrow. So I'm going to keep going no matter what. And this will also help you with failing. And this will help you learn to like to fail. I know I used to hear it from people all the time. I love to fail. I was like, no, you don't. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't get it. And now I get it. And I'm sure that a lot of you on this call right now are thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, whatever. I don't like to fail. But it happens to all of us. It happened to us a couple months ago with a group that we tried to do together. And we just couldn't get it to work. And we were just, wanting it to work so bad. And then all of a sudden we both were like, we tried and we're learning from this, and now we're moving forward. So just remember that, like, it's hard to tell yourself when you're failing that I'm going to learn something, but you will, and you have to change it and get up and try again. You have to so number 3 is you have to make sacrifices in this business. And I know that's hard for some people to hear. And I think that it comes at a different level for some things. You need to take a look at what you're doing every single day. Are you watching TV? Are you playing games? Are you Pinterest? Yeah. Just different. Scrolling through Facebook. Last night I was with some people that I haven't seen in a long time, and they're like, well, did you see me post this on Facebook? Did you see me post this on Facebook? And I'm like, honestly, I'm not in the news feed, so I didn't see it. I'm sorry, but I'll go look at it now. Because it becomes such a waste of time. The other thing, and I've talked about this on a past call, is you need to decide where your priorities are now. So we all have all these different priorities. We are daughters, we are, friends, we are mothers. There's like just write down your list of roles that you play in your life right now. And then I want you to pick the top 4. So for me right now, my top 4, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a coach, and then I am a business partner to my husband. Those are my top 4. I have a ton of other roles in my life, but I tell the people that are close to me what my priorities are and what my top roles are so that they understand when I have to say no, that I can't come to a baby shower or I can't come to this or for instance, we travel a lot. Sam does too. So people know that in the morning when we're traveling that I'm working. Like I have my hour of work. When we go camping, you know, this is another example of having to make sacrifices is sometimes you're going to have to spend a little bit of money. I remember Rhonda told me when I said, I'm all in, what do I need to do? These are, you know, she told me you need to be on every single team call no matter what. And I remember the first camping trip we went on, we didn't have signal. And I was like, shit, she is going to read me. And sure enough, she messaged me. And then when we went to go on our next camping trip, I told my husband, I said, we either need a camp where there is a cell phone service or you need to figure it out. And we bought a $400 cell phone extender for the truck. And now I can work wherever we are. That is just like a little bit of sacrifices that you have to make. I know people were asking about my like page, and I'm probably not going to get to those tips, but one of the sacrifices I made growing my like page was I actually started doing some work for my parents' company. I was working for them before. And the money that I made from them, I used to grow my like page. I would, you know, boost some posts or, you know, boost my page for $5 a day or just a couple dollars throughout the week. But that's part of how I grew my like page. So there's just places that you need to look where you can make sacrifices to grow your business. I'm not saying that you need to be connected to your phone or your business 24/7. You definitely need to have balance. That is for sure. But look at those places where you can sacrifice and you can make the time. That way you can be on your business when you have your business hours, and then when you're with your family or whatever, you're there. And that's also going to help because it's going to give you things to post about. I notice when I'm stuck to my phone 24/7, I have nothing to post about because I'm not living my life, and you have to live your life too. Okay, I'm going on a tangent. Number 4 is let the haters hate. This is something that's like deep down to me because it held me back for a really long time. And I was so worried about what other people thought. And I was so worried about this group of people that honestly probably will never come around to me. Maybe they will. I don't know. But it held me back from posting things. It held me back from helping people. Don't let these people bring you down. You know, if you, like I said, unfollow them, unfriend them, block them, whatever you need to do, just get them away. And if they're part of your family, that's just something you just kind of have to deal with mentally. Like, just know in your mind that, okay, maybe you're not going to bring it up in front of them or whatever you need to do. But you will get to a point where it just won't bother you anymore and you can laugh it off. You want to make sure that, I already talked about that, but making your circle of positivity and not negativity. And then the other thing that we always talk about is don't worry about posting. Like if you need to be consistently posting because people are watching that. People are watching for my wine glass post in the morning. You know, they want to see me do that. And if I'm worried about what that person's thinking, they're not going to pay my bills or my mortgage. So I have to kind of just let that go. And I'm going to put that post out there, you know, and you always want to think about the people you're helping. And you never know that one post could help one person change their lives. And then last but not least is don't be a hater yourself. So just don't even get involved with it. Don't just stay away from the drama. Don't post about, you know, things that are going to stir up things, different things, because it could just go bad real quick. All right. And my last one is number 5 is to own it. This is your business. You have to do it. You are the CEO. No one else can do it for you. Quit making excuses. And if you find yourself making excuses, I challenge you to write them down and dig deep and think, why am I making these excuses? Because that's what I was doing. And when I did that and I looked deep down, I realized that I was making them because I was scared and I was fearful. Hence the reason my team is called Team Fearless, because I said, no more, I'm not doing this, let's go. And I'm scared. I was so nervous before on this call. Like, I always get nervous before team calls. And my mouth gets dry. But you just have to do it. And once you just do it over and over, it becomes easier. Rhonda always tells me, just do it. I hear it, her voice in my head all the time. Just do it. And that's what it was with my first challenge group. Sam talked about, faking it before you make it. I was so frustrated because of the first couple months of being a coach, I could not get a challenge group together. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to put one together. Like, I went and found people that already had programs, and I just did it because that is how you learn. Whether they bought something or not, that will make you feel like you're being a coach. And that'll show people that you're actually running something. So do what you need to do, same thing with when I was scared to start teaching my new coaches. I was like, I'm not a leader yet. I don't know things. And I don't know if she's on the call because I can't see, but Nicole Sedbeck would start messaging me. And this was like a year. It'll be a year, I think, in December. And I was really at the point where I knew I needed to lead my team. And she would message me all these questions. And all of a sudden I was like, I'm just going to start teaching her and sharing with her what I know. And then after that, it just became easier because you're helping people. And that's why I'm so open for people to come, learn from me or watch my videos or whatever you want, because I know how hard it was. And just get out there and do it. Just do it a million times and it'll get easier. You make the decisions. We just teach you. We cannot do your business for you. We can give you the best training. We can lay out. You could sit with me for an entire day. And if you aren't going out there doing what I'm doing, nothing's going to happen. So you have to do it. You have to decide right now that you're in this. This is what you're doing. And obviously you need to know your why. And that's a whole nother part of not this call. But if you have that there, you will go for it. So just own it and do it. If you're scared to do something, just do it anyways. And that is about all I had. That was all of my 5. And I will do another video answering those questions that people ask. But does anybody have any questions or anything that they want to say? I guess I have to unmute everybody. All right, unmute yourself if you want to say anything. All right.
I just want to say something.
Okay.
I want to say that I love how fired up you two are, and it certainly rubs off, so thank you. Thanks for doing the call together.
You're welcome.
We love you guys too.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
All right. Well, you guys have a good Sunday, and I will talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for everybody that's posting all of their videos. It is amazing and a little bit overwhelming. So I promise, and I know we all feel the same way, so just know that everybody's going to watch the videos. It just might take some time. We're not ignoring anybody, though. That comes from me and all of the leaders on Dynamo, too. So everybody have a wonderful night, and we will see you soon. Bye.